Welcome back to another video. It is Wednesday evening. It's just gone 20 past 6. Got a pretty light SBD session today. It's day 2 of the week. It is week 2 of the block, but we're just doing a 3-week light block at the moment just to kind of get me ready to then push for my next competition. And mentally I need a bit of a rest from pushing constantly. And also my hamstring issue, my physio basically advised not going above like an RP7, maybe even less for a bit. So it's all kind of worked out pretty well timing wise for when we were planning on taking things a little bit lighter anyway. Hamstring issue is definitely calming down. I've got my rehab stuff to do tonight as well. And I also need to go to the commercial gym when I'm done in here to do my one accessory movement that I need a machine for, but that's fine because I'll also do some cardio while I'm there. Trying to keep cardio in. I was going to say still twice a week, but to be honest, once a week right now is kind of more realistic, but I am then keeping on top of my steps and I'm trying to avoid, with my hamstring issue, I had to avoid long walks for like 2 or 3 weeks kind of around competition because it just flared up so much. And by avoiding the long walks, it's definitely calmed down a lot. I did a long walk on Saturday and I did a long walk on Monday, I think it was. Monday, yeah, maybe Tuesday, I can't remember. And the second long walk that I did, I noticed it was starting to flare up a little bit again. So I need to be careful with pacing my walks and stuff and not going straight back to doing like an hour plus every single day. So I'm just kind of doing like the slightly shorter walks right now. And then my boyfriend is just kind of taking ownership of the longer dog walks like each day, which is fine. And worst case, if my boyfriend's like had a really busy day, I'll just do like 3 to 4, like 25, 30-minute walks, which my dog is absolutely fine with. And also I am home with him all day. So he is still being like given attention and stuff throughout the day. But I just need to be kind of careful with my steps. But I am making a conscious effort to still get them in somehow without irritating my hamstring because I just need to keep that movement up because I do need to keep my body weight under control because of 2 comps being very close together in May. So I've got 2.5 weeks between my 2 comps. I will probably be gut cutting for both. Like I'm not actually going to be sitting in the class like I originally wanted to. I've kind of steered away from that idea now. But yeah, so body weight needs to be under control. So I think right now I'm just kind of focused on getting my steps and stuff in, hitting my macros each day. Body weight is already coming down pretty quickly just from retention from last week post-comp anyway. So we're all in a good spot. My mood has been super high this week as well. And even like my sleep 3 nights in a row now has been pretty bad. I say bad, I've just not been going to bed early enough and I've had to get up pretty early every day. And I mean, I naturally wake up pretty early anyway. So tonight is also probably going to be a night of not tons of sleep, but it's not a problem because I will just kind of play catch up Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. And it'll be fine. It'll all be fine. One thing I'm not so excited about for today's session is if you've watched the last video, you know that I was slightly scared I'd set the garage on fire. Obviously I haven't, I'm in here, it's fine. I don't really want to use the plug socket on the wall because I overheated it yesterday. So I'm not putting the heaters on today. And also I haven't got another extension lead. The extension lead is actually what overheated. It was all fine, but I don't really want to use that extension lead again. I probably should avoid using that again, or at least until it's been like a long enough time that I've forgotten about it. So I haven't got the heaters on tonight, but I did buy the baggiest trackies ever from Primark the other day, literally for squatting in, because I hate squatting in trousers. Like I will wear shorts through the coldest months of the year because I feel like if I wear leggings, my knee sleeves pull them down and I find it really uncomfortable and just annoying. And then if I'm wearing trackies that I can like feel on me, I feel like it almost, even though they're like I've got super baggy trackies, like I live in baggy trackies when I'm at home, but something feels restricted still. But with these, they are like straight leg. They're massive, like they're way too big for me. They're probably going to fall down the whole time. But I'm hoping that doesn't annoy me while I'm squatting and then I can keep warm a little bit better. But because everything is so light tonight, I'll probably just rattle through it all pretty quickly anyway and just kind of keep myself warm like that. But yeah, I've really got no updates, guys. I've just been so like locked in with work, business and everything that life's great right now, but it's just pretty boring to kind of talk through and explain. So no other real updates. Anyway, let's stop talking. Let's get some girly pop playing and just rattle through this session.
I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Damn, I'm a long way home at a split road. Gotta make a choice, do I sober up? Am I tryna keep it going to be continued, or am I tryna lose? Gonna keep moving now. I don't think I wanna leave at a tough week. Gotta realize this is what I need. Don't got the time to be counting sheep. It's too late, I'm in too deep. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, Just tell me when. Ay, oh no, 머뭇거릴 시간 없어. 필수적인 this is my only answer. Yeah, my body keeps telling me go. Wanna be stacking towers from downtown. I'll be on a roll. 머릿속엔 it's a rush hour. This, that, overtime, champagne shower. Step back, skip lines, yeah, I'm never going cold. 어디 가야 해, 알려줘. Don't wanna contemplate, overcomplicate this. And I made my choice, wanna see what's going on. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, I'll be there. I'll be there at the after party. Show up looking like a zombie. It don't matter, nobody stop me. I'll be there, just tell me where. Just tell me where.
Okay, so session is complete. The session itself, really enjoyed, had a good time. Everything was obviously super light, so everything moved, no problem. Felt like my deadlift technique felt even more crisp again. Like every week it's just feeling more and more efficient. Mood plummeted as I got into my rehab stuff. I was really, one of the movements I have to do is a cable adductor type thing, but there's a specific kind of way I have to do it. And I have to be able to hold on to something. And there's so much clutter in this gym and nothing to hold on to that I couldn't get it right. And because when I was squatting, and to be honest, today in general, my hamstrings started to feel a little bit worse again, like nowhere near at its worst, but definitely worse than it has been. It just left me feeling really like frustrated and just annoyed as I was going through the rehab stuff. And I mean, it's literally been a week, so obviously it's not going to have fixed anything yet. And I do believe that this is what I need to be doing, but I just, the frustration of not being able to quite get it right. I ended up getting my boyfriend to come out here and to use him and the wall to hold me where I needed to be, to keep my hips square and in line with where I needed them to be. And it's like, it just really kind of frustrated me because even as I got towards the end of doing them, like it just didn't quite feel right. So that really frustrated me, but it's fine. The cable machine I'm using isn't the best anyway, and I think that's a big part of it. Like it's not an overly smooth cable. So that doesn't help, and like I can't add load to it for this movement, or I literally added 1.25s to it, and that felt so much heavier than just doing it without any weight on, which is obviously just a bit of a joke. So that's just kind of left me feeling a bit frustrated. I do also think I might be a little bit overtired. As much as during the day I've had loads of energy and felt great, like the sunshine, everything, like it's really helped boost my mood and boost my energy levels through the day. I'm noticing a bit of a crash this evening. Obviously energy for the session was fine because everything was super light and comfortable, but I kind of feel like the last few nights of not tons of sleep might be catching up on me and taking a toll, because I wouldn't usually like I didn't cry or anything at the rehab stuff, but like I could have, and that's not like me. So yeah, the actual session itself took me about an hour, which is obviously good. I'm happy with that. But the rehab stuff took longer than I wanted it to, just because I was really trying to make sure I got it right. And obviously I've been doing it, but today the adductor movement is the one I've been struggling with the most, but that's also the one when I had the physio session that I felt like gave me the most benefit. But it is what it is. Obviously every time I do it, I'll get slightly more used to it and stuff, but I don't like when things aren't right. And that is a personality, I was going to say flaw, but it's actually not. It's probably a good thing. But anyway, it's fine. I got it done. It's all going to benefit me. Gonna just be very careful with the hamstring now, kind of, to be honest, until All England is done. Like, I cannot have that impact my strength. I also thought today when I was squatting that so in the last video I mentioned I bought some new rigs. I bought some white ones that are so much, like, they feel so much more solid than my black pair that I've been using. Even when my black pair was brand new, I don't remember them feeling like that. And my coach actually said the white and the Blue Tides A7 rigs are like, squatting in them is just ridiculous, basically is what he said. I was thinking as I was squatting tonight, I was like, I think when I put those on, just the added confidence boost of feeling that much more secure, because my rigs now were like, I mean, I never buy them small anyway, like I always buy the actual correct size, but they're not really offering much now, just because I've worn them so much. So I'm quite excited to see what happens when I put that new pair on. And I'm definitely like, when I was squatting the 150 set, which was the heaviest set, like, I just got under it so nonchalant. And as I was doing it, I was like, oh, this isn't like crazy easy. And then I was like, oh no, it is. You're literally just not trying. Like, I just wasn't taking it seriously. Like, obviously I took it seriously in that, like, I made sure to execute and stuff, but like mentally there was literally no mental prep to go under the bar, which is fine because I didn't need it. And it was still like sub an RP5, like it was super sub max. It wasn't even a last warm up like set of 4 or whatever, but yeah, I just thought to myself, when you mentally switch on, I think, so like when I mentally switch on, I think it's going to be really cool and really good. So I'm actually getting to a point where I'm excited to mentally switch on as well, which will be fun. And actually, because we're only doing a 3-week block after this one, and then the next 4-week block leads to comp, I probably won't have any like scary, super heavy sets to do at home either. And I think when it comes to like my last heavy session, whether that's 4 weeks out or whether that's the week before comp, whichever ends up being kind of like heavier depending on how my coach lines things up, I'm probably not going to do that here, and I am going to make an effort to go out and train somewhere. I don't know exactly where yet, but we will see. But anyway, let's stop talking. Let's end the video on a high note. The sun's been shining. The weather's been lovely. Mostly I've been in a really good mood. Training's going well. My body is mostly feeling okay apart from the hamstring, but we won't worry about that because it's definitely better than it was. I think I've just overdone it with the walking lately, which is fine. And to be fair, when I walked our dog earlier, even though it was only a short walk, it was through like the steepest parts of the woods, and like we ran a little bit up some hills and stuff together, and that's probably not smart because walking uphill makes it worse. So actually it's kind of just my own fault, but it felt good when I could feel it when I was squatting, but it felt good. Deadlifts, didn't really notice it, which usually is deadlifts that I notice it the most on, so I'm not going to complain. Anyway, let's wrap the video up here. Thank you very much if you've made it to the end. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in a few days for the next one.
Once I get the ID, taxi 타생각 없이 on my way, my ETA is ASAP. No way I'ma miss this pool party, time to get headless.